Join us now for an insight with Carl Summer.
The book Time Remote has a powerful message concerning the importance of sacrificing the present for the future. I wanted to write a book that would inspire children to take that path that would lead them to personal success. This book is out of my personal experience. When I was 19, my life dramatically changed. I began to think of things that were really important. I heard older people say, if I had my life to live over, I would do such and such. As a young man, I visualized myself lying in a coffin and asked myself, how would I have liked to have lived when I was younger? From that time on, I was determined to do what was right. Now, being much older, I can truthfully say I would do the same things over again. However, if I had the wisdom I have now, I certainly would do some things differently. In creating this story, we came up with the idea of a remote control that speeds up time. When Christopher discovered Dr. Finkel's time remote sped up time, his eyes popped open. His first thought was, how can he zip past doing his homework? That, unfortunately, is how many children think. They want to take the easy path, the easy classes. But the road to success is not taking the easy and lazy way. Kind Dr. Finkel tried to warn Christopher and said, this time remote is only for very special occasions. It is not intended to get people out of work or out of trouble. There's no magic bullet to success. One needs to learn to work and strive for success. Many people have such great potential, but because of their lazy mindset, they never reach their goals. Lazy Christopher uses time remote to skip taking a math test. Then he used it to skip all his problems. He had a very happy life filled with playing. But his problems didn't go away, they kept piling up. Then he found himself failing every class and getting deeper and deeper into trouble. His solution? He decided to drop out of school altogether by using his remote to become 18 years old. He thought all his troubles were over as he threw his books into the bushes. He said with a great big smile, now I can get a job and do whatever I want. Yes, dream on. But he couldn't even keep a job stocking shelves because he was unable to read the labels on the can. The boss yelled at him. He got huffy. Well, said Christopher to himself, if he doesn't like the way I work, I'll just find a better job. Besides, I hate this kind of work. Christopher begins his search for another job, but no one would hire him because he didn't have an education. It is now that he starts to feel remorse. Oh, how I wish I had listened to Dr. Finkel. I could have done so much better. If only I could go back and be in school again. I'd sure do things differently. How I wish, how I wish. What wasted words. There's no turning back to the past. You can do something about the future, but the past is the past. Forget the past and concentrate on your future. What positive steps can you do to alter your future and your children's future? What are you doing with your time? Are you spending enough time with your children? Or is the TV or the computer sucking away precious hours? Crying over spilt milk is one of the most useless things one can do. Implement the plan now for how to accomplish your dreams and goals. Christopher, now disgusted with life, fast forwards time to when he's retired. He didn't prepare for his future, and he discovers that now that he's retired, he has more problems than ever. He realizes that he missed all the important things of life. He angrily takes his time remote and shakes it. Listen carefully to the words he says. The day I got this thing was the worst day of my life. Just look at me. I've wasted my whole life. I wanted to be an inventor, but I never accomplished one good thing. Trying to live an easy life has brought me nothing but trouble and sorrow. These are powerful words, and I hope you will use them to inspire your children that they will live a successful and a fruitful life. But this story has a happy ending. When Christopher tries to throw his remote into the lake, he drops it, and the broken time remote reveals a new button that allows him to zap back to the day when he first used the remote. It was the happiest day of his life. He runs home and his life is transformed. He now wants to eat his meat and vegetables, for they will make him strong and healthy. His parents are in shock at his transformation. They wonder if something is wrong with him. Then, to his parents' amazement, he wants to study for a math test and clean up his room. Today is the first day of your future. What can you do to make your future and your children's future successful? I urge you to use the message of this book to drive home to your children the wisdom of learning to diligently apply themselves. We have on our website for this book award certificates that recognize self-discipline and keeping up the good work. Use them to encourage your children. Never tire of fostering in your children a desire to make something out of their lives so they will have a successful and bright future. I wish you and your children the very best.